This tutorial covers the dashboard output. When you revalue your portfolios, Assidium takes you straight to your risk dashboard for a high-level summary of your portfolio's profile and P&Ls. Although you can click and drag to design your own risk dashboard exactly the way you want it, your valuation and P&L numbers will always appear here in the top right-hand side of your screen. Book value is the value of your share portfolio before revaluing it. If you opened your portfolio with an investment of £100,000, then book that cash into the system, and that, minus booking costs, will be your opening balance or book value. The Assidium Auto Cash function is disabled by default. When it is disabled, if you want to maintain a valid current NAV, you need to manually update the cash holdings in your portfolio every time you add a trade. If you activate the Assidium Auto Cash function, you do this from the Setup Settings page, then Assidium does this for you when your selected portfolios are revalued. It adds a cash counter entry that represents the cash effect of each of your trades. So you only need to book your original cash investment into the system and any other capital investments or drawdowns thereafter. You do not need to load the cash cost of any trades that you subsequently book into the system. Assidium does that for you automatically in the revaluation process in the currency of each transaction. The P&L figure in the summary includes both currency and capital P&L. These two numbers, book value and P&L, are added together to give you a current NAV or a total value for your selected revalued assets. If you click anywhere inside the NAV box, here a new page will open, the Portfolio NAV Reconciliation Sheet. The orange letters at the bottom explain exactly how we end up with the numbers in your NAV box. Please read the white paper on NAV and the Auto Cash function for a detailed set of examples. Capital flows shows how much money you have invested in the portfolio. It forms part of the book value in the dashboard. Booking costs, if included, are displayed here and will affect the book value of your portfolio. Book value plus overall P&L equals your current NAV. Overall P&L can be broken up into capital and currency P&L if you wish, or else choose to hide this information in your Setup Settings screen. Watch the overview output video for an example of how we split the P&L into currency and capital effects. The selection and positioning of the graphics and breakdowns in your dashboard is otherwise entirely up to you. Be aware that on all the reports and the sector bar charts you can click to view exposure versus P&L outputs from within the active dashboard. This U or M icon shows you whether your holdings are displayed merged or unmerged. Change that setting in the Overview tab here. A sector breakdown of the exposure of your holdings gives you crucial high-level information about where your greatest risks lie, which can be very useful when the market is in a state of high flux or if specific sectors are experiencing turbulence. A sector breakdown of your profit will give you a good handle on past performance. Remember that OTC Smileys will show as unclassified in the sector, currency and country breakdown. Because a company's primary business activities can change with time, if you see any unlikely or outdated sector breakdowns, please email us the information at support@assidium.com and we will correct them for you. These reports can order your holdings top down or bottom up by country, currency, sector or asset class. Remember that if you want to see a longer report, in the setup screen, simply keep the lower box empty and your report will extend down to fill the gap, like this. There is no scroll bar, But if you widen your screen, you can see the live prices updating in accordance with your price feed. Securities in blue are futures and in pink are options. Traders with options in their portfolios may wish to view the option Greeks such as delta, theta and vega, but these graphs will be of no use to a linear portfolio. Spot and future traders, on the other hand, might prefer to view the P&L graph. All of these graphs show the result of stressing the prices of all the holdings in your portfolios up and down by a percentage you set in the setup screens. I selected to stress the prices of all the securities in my portfolio by 10%, up and down. These graphs show me the outcome of that choice. These are the P&Ls for the portfolios I selected in this run when I clicked to revalue. This is a bullish portfolio, and as the market moves up by 10%, you can see that we would make more and more profits. For more detailed option information, please read our white paper on options for detailed help in understanding the Greeks, or watch the tutorial on the stress testing charts unit. Now follows a brief comment on each of the other option Greek graphics. The delta adjusted cash exposure of a security equals the nominal times the price times the delta times any multipliers in the contract. It is the amount of money that is at risk in the portfolio. If the portfolio holds options, the exposure is usually different from the current market value of your portfolio. The current market value is the amount you could get if you sold the portfolio. It is equal to the total consideration of any hedge instrument required to perfectly hedge your portfolio. The gamma is purely the rate of change of the delta, given movement in the underlying spot price. Theta is a measure of the option's time decay and is normally expressed in units of 1 day. We value the option as at today, and then, using all the same inputs, spot price, etc., we change the date to tomorrow and revalue it. This difference in premium is called the theta. Vega tells us what difference a change in the market volatility will have on the premium of the option. It is expressed as a change of either 1% up or 1% down. As with theta, Squiz simply values the option as at now and then only changes the volatility and revalues it. Vega is the difference in premium between these two valuations. Rho is a measure of what difference a change in the risk-free rate will have on the premium of the option, and is also normally expressed as a change of 1% up or 1% down. If you are trading margined options, your rho is likely to be very, very small.